welcome back, and you know, it has been a while. Had some projects on the go, so I haven't had a chance to do much, but today we're going to try to do something a little bit different, show you another way of maybe targeting whiting when they can be a little bit fussy. It's been really cold here at the moment, and you know, things shut down a little bit when you get situations like that. So the idea for today is what we're going to do is electric troll for whiting along the sand flats here. I like to go with the current, just slowly creeping forward, and then just the simple sort of running ball with a little bit of leader, nice whiting hook on the end, and yeah, we're going to try two things. We're going to try with bait with yabbies, and then, you know, potentially also put another rod out that's just got like a little soft plastic, just to see whether or not, you know, they'll jump on one of them. So anyway, great to have you back, and let's go and see if we can try something different. Yeah, so simple setup, just running ball. This may be a little bit light, but we'll give it a go, because it's only about 2.4 metre tides today, so they're not big. Little swivel. You know, I usually have about a 9 pound fluorocarbon trace, just if you get a flathead. Little red bead to a whiting hook. You know, what are they? 3, 4. Who gets too fussy on this stuff? Like, just something that feels right. So the humble yabby. I don't know why anyone hasn't been able to create like a soft plastic that actually looks like that, but if anyone can, you'll make a million. It's just not me. Take the claw off. I find with a big claw, you know, can spook them a little bit, so take the claw off. Then in through his tail. Some people will pull it out there and just let it sort of flutter along. I find sometimes when they're fussy, they'll take the heads off and that, and then just be happy with that and go. So thread it all the way around till you get to the head, and then just bring it out. And pretty much nice and straight like that. Let's chuck one out, and I'll get the other one ready with a soft plastic, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so I've never used these before. Well, they Barubbra Trailer Red, but they did look like something that I think a whiting would actually want to eat. A bit worm-like, so I'm going to stick it on a number 4 hook and give it a go. It might need a little bit of a trimming, but the idea, I think, will be to have it like that, and I can't see why that won't work. So we'll give it a go. Just the same deal. I was thinking about it. I just got another running ball. I thought about the lead on the right on the head, but like, I think it'll be a little bit too I guess present. So just let it sort of float around and do its thing, and we'll see how we go. Might not work, we'll give it a go. You know, I like to work these yabby banks that are all the way through here. I think that, you know, I feel this is a good way to be able to cover a bit of ground and, you know, see if you can find where the whiting is sitting in a bit of a school. like it beats pulling the anchor all the time, and you know, back and forth. So we'll see how we go. Got the rods out there now. You want to just get it once you're here. It's probably a bit quick. Go back to about 2. You can just see the, there was a bite on that one then. And that was actually the soft plastic, so that's a positive sign. You can see the rod's just pulsing along the bottom. There you go. It's getting bites already. Whether it'll get a hook up, I don't know. The old red trailer, hey? There you go. Wind's just got stronger. We can get one. They like it. Just whether it'll hook up. Oh, look at that. On. It's not a whiting, but anyway, it's not a bad little silver brim. You can just see the bottom. It's probably only about maybe 1.5 feet deep here, or about 0.4 of a metre, 0.5 of a metre. Yeah, that's all we're just doing, just working it over. Hoping that it all pays off. Well, I think the old red trailer just got one. Not a whiting. But anyway, there's some other benefits. Hopefully we'll get a bigger brother. Sort of just saw the reflection of the other one go off, but yeah, it's working. There we go. So it can be done, catching them on the troll. He swallowed it, so he grabbed at that. Get in there. He's grabbed at that hard. He's just woofed it. Nice fish. So what I'll do now, I think I've got a couple in this area. I'll just spot lock here and see if we can get a few more. So that's what the idea. You just go across till you find some different spots, and then you know when you start to get results, just hone in on it. So the feed's coming together. They've got to be, I don't know, you know, like, whoa. Oh, they've got to be a bit alive. But what are we up to? 3 now? They're not bad. They're about, I don't know, maybe a 28, 29 centimetre whiting. But, you know, top of the, you know, bread and butter food chain there. And, you know, it's nice to put a few together. So keep going. Getting better. It's on. You got to love this, you know, like when it all comes together and you can find a little spot. I'll show you the spot. All it is pretty much a this is a sandbank at the mouth. They're just sitting on it, and that the only way I found that was through that electric troll to come to where the fish are, not to try to just hope that you pick the right spot and waste all that time. So better keep going. So, well, we've got a little bit of a break. So you can see just here, so you've got the mouth, but there's just this one little patch of sand here. Now, there may be others around, but for whatever reason, this little spot here seems to be where the whiting are sitting. I assume because it's the smaller tides, and instead of pushing all the way up into the shallows, and maybe because the water that's coming in from the ocean is a bit warmer, but they're definitely not up in the shallows. That's why I had to move from that last location. And I think this is just a safe passage. You'll always got to remember that whiting will take the safest passage in and out of a creek. So at the moment, this new mouth here has probably created a safe passage. They come in, they do a little bit of feeding, but they always know that they can get back out before that tide drops if they don't go too far. So yeah, that's my theory on this one, and a bit of a fishy secret, but you know, it's what you got to do, and that's where that, you know, being able to cover that little bit more ground and not just sit in a spot and think, oh well, is there going to be fish here, but to actually find some fish first and then hone your efforts into making sure that you get a nice feed, and that's what you've got to try to do to make the most of the time on the water. So anyway, I'll get back to it because I'm dragging the boat standing up with the wind we've got today, so get back into it. Okay, so this spot's slowed down, so you just undo the spot lock and go back. We've probably got the tide starting to fall away now, so it won't be able to stay up here too long, but yeah, you can just try around this area. They might have just moved or got them all, so yeah, we'll just have a look up here, and if there's nothing there, that's it. We'll go back and have some brekkie. Not a whiting, but just shows how quickly, you know, as soon as you start to move again, you can find stuff. So I'll get this one off. So, you know, we had a bit of fun. We don't need a lot of fish, but you know, like Sarah and I enjoy to have a feed of whiting, and you know, when you can, in difficult conditions, when you haven't got the big run and the tides that usually inspire them to bite, you can sort of tune it back a bit try to find where they're biting, and still come home with some nice fish to be able to enjoy. So happy days. Thanks for watching, and see you next time I'm on the water.